Something a little bit different today. This is my brother's 2014 Nissan 370Z. We're gonna take it out and see how Japan did. So some of the modern things that are great about this car is we have a fuel gauge that is electronic. It tells me I have 87 miles until empty, so I'll know exactly when to fuel up. A rear view backup camera that comes on when you put the car into reverse that shows up in the rear view mirror, so that's super helpful. Ice cold AC, so it's a decent day out, but if I was in, you know, a car that had no AC, I'd be like, can we just turn it on just a little bit? And then some nice big side mirrors so I can see. You got a pretty good view all the way around the car. Nice bit of power. Engine makes a decent enough noise. It's a nice little cruiser car. There's no power seats, which I'm totally fine with. Don't like power seats anyway. There's no sat nav, which again I'm pretty fine with. Don't really care about the sat nav. You got a phone. You're getting a decent amount for, you know, this range. You also get two modes. You get a sport mode and then your normal mode. And in your sport mode, it's going to rev match. So anytime you're downshifting, let's say if you work on a track, you'd get that added benefit of the revs matching as you're shifting. That's why they call it rev match, I think. Again, Dad's the one that knows all about this, and if I'm wrong, we'll just edit this part out. But the steering is nice and stiff on this. You just throw it into a corner if you really wanted to. And it does move along. Like we're a little above 55. Got to back it down just in case, you know, we're in a red car. And we're in a red JDM car. Kind of a huge target for any cop to say, hey, let's pull that guy over and give him a ticket. You do feel secure in these seats. You do feel like, you know, you have just enough support where if you are taking a turn on a track, you're going to be held in place. Let's go down to third. I mean, it's got a nice little bit of pickup. It sounds nice to me. It's got a nice little purr to it. It's only a V6. The perfect car for the price range, right? If you're in the mid-30s when this thing was new, you know, and you want a two-door sports car, you really got this, and you got the Miata. Everyone's got a Miata. Everyone does everything with the Miata. I feel like fewer people have the 370, you know? So I'd go with the 370. I guess you could throw the GT86 or BRZ, whichever one it is. You could throw that into this category as well, but they don't have any power. They're not as cool, right? They're not as, I don't feel like they're gonna be as fun. Whereas this, oh, squirrel. See? If I was in the GT86 or the Miata with not as much power, I would have killed that squirrel, and that would have been terrible, you know? So we can't have that. Ooh, we got a couple of curves coming up here. Easy ones. Yes. It does just chug along. It's not I'm not trying to go fast, but it is, you know, nice and smooth. You almost can't tell how fast you're going. You know, we're going just an easy 55-ish. It's definitely got plenty more if you really wanted to send it, but on a road like this, it's a nice, easy, calm drive. We're lucking out with no traffic in front of us, so you don't need to push it. You could if you wanted to. The ability's there, but you don't need to. stop sign coming up. So we gotta slow down a little bit. Yeah, stop sign coming up. And I think we're gonna go straight. Straight feels like the move. Let this car go first. More cars. And now we go. That's only 4,000 RPM, and red line's up there about 75. So you get a decent engine sound out of this. It's not your rumble of a V8, but it's not bad. I don't mind it. What's nice about getting all this driving in now is the leaves are just starting to change, so we're getting some really good scenery for this time in New England, you know? And that's when you want to go for a drive. The nice thing about our area too is if you just go one road over from one of the main roads, you'd usually have no traffic, but the same scenery, so you luck out in that way. Although right now we're coming up on a couple of people, but I think they're taking a left, and I think we go this way. I think. There's the rev matching, and me not knowing how to shift. But this is a fun one to drive. I have no complaints, you know. Okay, so you're not going to get the waves that you would get when I'm driving the Mustang. That's fair. No one's really going to wave at you. You know, if you just want something that's fun to drive with a 6-speed manual, it's I really don't think you can go wrong. Choice in this area. Just about every route that we have is a nice windy, easy drive of a road that doesn't have a lot of traffic on it. So pick a road and go for a ride, and you're not going to be disappointed. You know, so if your wife or girlfriend or significant other, whoever they are to you, husband, says to you, come on, let's go up to New England, let's take a drive through the foliage, it's peak season for it, maybe you should consider it. You know, I'm sure there's some sort of company that will allow you to rent a nice, sensible, 2-door sports car with over 500 horsepower that would allow you to just take a nice, easy, calm, relaxing drive with your loved one. romantic. And then when there's a straightaway like this one, you could floor it. This is the car that you want to take it and do everything you can to it, right? You're going to get the Rocket Bunny body kit, an obnoxious spoiler, you're going to do coilovers, a turbo. You're going to put about $150,000 into a $30,000 car, and then when you go to sell it in a couple of years, get none of your money back. That's what this car is. That's what you want to do with it. You know, the thing is, we'll probably never do that, right? Because, well, one, this is my brother's car, not mine. Two, Dad would never want to do that. And three, I think I could find a better way to spend $150,000 than on this 370, even though it is a joy to drive. I'd rather resto mod something else. But down the line, I can see myself in one of these with over $150,000 into it for no reason, putting up an ad on Facebook Marketplace for $15,995. This is the perfect era. The mid-teens, mid-2000 teens cars where there's enough technology for it to feel new and, you know, feel like you're getting everything you want, all the modern conveniences, you know, rear view camera, the side sensors, those sort of things. But none of the extra stuff that is just nonsense. Your lane assist, your cruise control, adaptive cruise control, right? All the other things, the app that's going to track how fast you drive and send that to the insurance company and then make your insurance go up. We don't want any of that. We want the pure driving vehicle. And I feel like the pre-2018s is where is right where the money is. So I'm going to daydream the rest of the way about all of the fun things I'm not going to do to this car, and I'll let you enjoy the road. Thanks for watching. We'll see you soon.